Hey YouTube, this is Bryce of BIS Media, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you the best way to repair scratched/unreadable disc. This technique can be used on 4K UHDs, Blu-Rays, CDs, and DVDs, which could also potentially save your PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo games from inevitably going in the trash. But we'll say this is not 100% guaranteed to work, as it truly depends on how deep the scratches are. If you have extremely deep scratches, you can try to have them professionally resurfaced if this method doesn't work for you. So let's take a look at what products we'll need to get started. Alright, so the only things you're going to need are some cotton balls, isopropyl alcohol, toothpaste, a microfiber cloth, a soft cloth of some sort, and then you will need a scratch disc, which we're going to be doing Resident Evil 4 on PS5. Got some scratches. We're going to see if we can get this cleaned up and working a little bit better. Alright guys, so we have the copy of Resident Evil 4 here, and like I said, I want to get it to working a little better. So it actually does work well for the most part, but on the loading screen I noticed there's some kind of weird glitch that seems to happen whenever it's loading up. So I just want to kind of clean this up and see if I can get rid of that problem. As you can see, there's some pretty good scratches. I'm not saying that it's going to get rid of all of those. Probably won't, but a good polish should help it bypass that glitch that I'm seeing. So what I'm first going to do is actually clean the disc. So this is what a lot of people don't do. They tend not to clean the disc before putting the toothpaste and stuff on there, which is not a good thing. You want this as clean as possible so you're not just rubbing in a whole bunch of dirt. So I'm going to put some isopropyl alcohol all in this cotton ball. I'm going to soak it up pretty good. And what we're going to do, go from center to edge and just clean this up pretty good. And then afterwards, we're going to go ahead and take our microfiber cloth and we're just going to wipe it off. Get it as clean as we can. And if your cloth has some lint on it like mine, it's not a huge deal. We can always wipe that off later whenever it comes to actually putting it in the machine. All right, so we got it all clean. That's always a good thing when all the dirt off there. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to take another cotton ball and then we're going to put some toothpaste on it. Now, you don't want to go too crazy with it. I've tried this method a few times on my own just to kind of test it out. If you put too much toothpaste, it tends to get stuck onto the cotton ball and just makes it way too hard to do anything with it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of dab it. As you can see, I did too much on that one area. And then what you're going to want to do is go from center out, just straight lines, no circles. And now that we have the disc completely covered, we got it all pretty evened out right there. We're going to go ahead and set this down and let it dry for about 5 minutes. All right, so our disc is now been sitting here for about 5 minutes. This is pretty good dried on. You can see it's already getting very clean. It's looking very shiny. So now we want to go ahead and rinse this off. So I'm going to take a cotton ball. Go ahead and get this wet here. You want to get it pretty wet just because if you don't, it makes rinsing this off a lot harder. And again, you want to go from center to edge just with this as well. All right, now that we've rinsed it off, let's go ahead and put it on our towel. Let's just go ahead and press this in. We want to get all the water off possible. Let's see, it's still drying for sure. There's a lot of water usually get on there. A lot of people like to use paper towels and stuff like that, and you can rub it into that stuff, but again, that's just going to create more scratches. It's going to be fine scratches. So what we can do is just dab it. That's what I like to do to dry it. And to me, it still looks like there is some toothpaste on there. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse it one more time because you do not want toothpaste to get into your PlayStation, your Xbox, your Blu-ray player. None of the above. You do not want toothpaste in there because it will ruin not only the disc possibly, but it could also ruin your player as well. And again, then we just want to go ahead and dry it off. And there we are. So the scratches, basically the same. I wasn't expecting it for it to get any of the big stuff out, just because they're a little deeper in there. Just make sure it's all the way dry some more. And unless you're using some kind of cloth to really get in there, like a lot of people do with paper towels, it's probably going to have these watermarks and stuff all over the disc. So what I prefer to do, instead of using a paper towel or anything like that to polish it up, I'm going to go ahead and clean it again with the isopropyl alcohol, just to make sure that it's totally clean, just because I don't want there to be any kind of Colgate or whatever toothpaste you use on there. You just want it to be completely clean and as shimmery as possible here. So go ahead and clean it one last time. Isopropyl alcohol. And then centered edge. And let's go ahead and dry that off with our microfiber cloth here. All right, and there is a finished product. If you have any kind of lint on there, just kind of use a little bit of tape and just kind of dab it up. That's probably what I'll do to make it all the way clean. Again, you want to make sure that it's completely dry before you put it into your system or your Blu-ray player. But that's it, guys. It's ready to play. And that's all there is to it. If the first time doesn't work, you could try it multiple times to see if that does a trick for you in the end. And as I mentioned before, this isn't a guaranteed fix, as it truly depends on the severity of the scratches. So let me know in the comments if this worked for you, and be sure to smash that like button to get this out to more people to potentially save a lot more lost disc. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.